What's up, guys? So new video, new car, I guess. I haven't worked on my car in a while, so this is my MR2 again. And as of today, I am getting ready to put this bad boy in, which ends up being the E153 off of the turbo MR2 that I parted out. And I'm finally gonna be fusing those two together with my Gen4. So the E153 and the Gen4 will be one soon. I'm just getting ready to drop that S54 out of here. I already have this side all kind of unbuttoned, and all I have to do is drop the cross member, and then I'm getting ready on this side to get all of that looking like the driver's side. So right now it's just time consuming taking all these bolts off, but once I get that off, then the trans will be off. I have to do the clutch, and then I have to do the flywheel, the pressure plate and the actual clutch disc, because I have a new kit. So that is the kit right there. Exity, I went with Exity, again recommended by Luis from AdWorks. So that's what I ended up getting, and it kind of just like fell in my lap because I bought another car, the car you guys saw before, that gray one, the new one that I bought. It came with it, and that's what I went with because that's what I was recommended. So right now I'm gonna see if I can mount up the camera and time lapse me dropping the cross member and then unbolting the trans, and then as soon as a couple friends come over, then I'll be able to get that trans off because I can't lift it by myself. So alright, so cross member is off right there. You got everything unbolted on both sides. Both axles and knuckles are out. I didn't drop any trans fluid because the seals, not the seals, the cups that go over the axle knuckle thingies, whatever they're called, those are actually ripped. So right there, that's ripped, and then this one was ripped here, so I assumed that I could just pull it out, but it ended up coming, the whole cup came out. So I have the starter off. That was the first thing I did before I jacked up the car. And then right there you can see the cables dangling for the shifter, and I have the shifter cables at home, which I forgot, so I'm gonna have to go grab those. And then as far as the trans coming out right now, it's looking like in a few minutes I'll have this thing out. I need to take that clutch line out right there, if you guys can see it. So that's coming off, and then other than that, then it's just unbolting the trans, and then waiting for my friends to show up so I can get that trans out without damaging it, because it is going up for sale, and I want it in good shape because I know it's a good trans. So yeah, I'm gonna start unbolting that trans mount right now, the one down right there on the firewall, getting that unbolted, and then finding all the bolts that I need to take off that trans and that line, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, so I got all the trans bolts off, which is all of this right here. They're just different sizes, mostly 14s. There's a 10, and then I got the 2 up here, and then the one on the side right there, you can see it, right about like right there. You can see right there. I got those off. I'm gonna jack up the trans and the engine. I didn't get them off, but I loosened them. So I'm gonna jack up the trans and the engine. Take off this bolt here. That is right here on this engine mount right here. Take it out on this side, and then drop it down and see if I can get this trans off by myself. I'm gonna try and put a jack and some jack stands down there, and then see how well that goes. But I'm pretty sure I can get this trans off by myself, and then start doing the clutch and the pressure plate, tightening everything down, and then prepping that trans to go on here, so that when my friends show up, we can get that trans up, and then hopefully this can be done by tonight. I still have to run home and grab those shifter cables, and then fill up the trans with fluid, and then hopefully the seals don't leak. They weren't leaking before, but I'll see how far I can get tonight, and then maybe tomorrow morning I'll pick up some seals, so that I don't have that problem in the future. And yeah, so I'm gonna mount the camera up, and I'm gonna time lapse again. Alright, so and like that, the trans is out. I'm not exactly sure how much you guys could see from on that side, but the trans is out, and right now I'm gonna start unbuttoning and taking off the mount, because I don't have it on the other one, and this clutch fork that I need, because that's new. I got that straight from Toyota when this transmission broke the last one, which was an incorrect clutch fork. That's why it broke. So this is a brand new one. The turbo and the S54 trans do have the same exact fork, so that'll be coming off. And then this mount will be coming off, because I will not be selling it with this mount. And yeah, and then just storing that one away for right now. But that was fairly easy. I just got the bolts off, and then it just slid right off. I'm gonna start doing the clutch, so that by the time Alan and Andrew get back, I can have them help me lift that trans up on there, and then start buttoning up some stuff while tonight, so that tomorrow morning we can hopefully go get those seals like I said, and then go on from there. So I'm gonna get to it, and I'll keep updating. Alright guys, so I'm not exactly sure how well you can see me, because this GoPro's really bad in the dark. So here is the new clutch. So it ends up being before I had the turbo pressure plate with the NA clutch disc, which ends up being that. And I think that's bad. The springs are really loose in there, and like they just wiggle. So I'm not sure if that clutch disc is any good, but either way it's going in the trash. And then the new one looks really well. I cleaned it all up. I got off whatever was on there from the from packaging, and when they send it out to people. So I cleaned it up with some brake cleaner, and then I threw it all together. It's all straight and torqued down as well, so that's done. And then this trans is ready to go in. All I have to do is wait for friends to show up, and then throw that bad boy on there, and then see how far I can get tonight. So after this there'll be a time lapse hopefully, and that'll start right now. What's up guys? So it's the next morning, or almost afternoon. I got a lot done last night. We got the trans on, the axles and knuckles, buttoned everything up, and then right now I'm working with Alan to get the rest of the small things on, which ends up being the shifter cables, because they're different on the turbo. Oh, I opened the wrong one. and then buttoning up everything in here, the X brace, the starter. First I want to get those shifter cables in, and then that speed cable for the I think it's for the mile per hour thing, the gauge, connected. And then put the oil, right? Do the oil, yeah. And then take it off for a test drive and see what happens. But I'll probably time lapse a little bit of what I'm doing in here, and then go on from there. What's up, guys? So on the last clip, I was buttoning up everything, and now everything's done. The car is running and driving. It performs pretty well. I still need to put one more quart of transmission fluid in it. I only did 3 just to see if it would leak anything, because I didn't replace the seals like I wanted to. But then after checking the seals on the axles, they seemed pretty good, so I just put them on there, and it doesn't leak. So now I've driven the car home and back, and the car is fine. So now I'm gonna put in the last quart of transmission fluid, and then yeah, the car's done. And then on the next episode, we'll start working on other stuff for both cars, my brother's and mine. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.